You are looking at footage of Beautiful. It's the story of Carole King that you can see at the Civic Center Music Hall. Opened on Tuesday night, it runs through Sunday. The lead character of Carole King is played by Bockel. It is our pleasure to have you in studio. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
I was there last night. Fantastic job.
Thank
Your
you.
voice, wow, powerful. Throughout the entire show, I mean, you really do carry this show. Your character, of course, carries this show, but great voice.
Thanks. Yeah, I love singing her music.
How was it last night?
It was great. The crowd was awesome.
I thought the crowd was pretty engaged too. You know, they were laughing, they were engaged. You could sort of hear the murmurs when they recognized the first, you know, notes or two of all these iconic songs.
That's my favorite thing, when I can hear them recognize it. And then I feel like they warmed up a little bit and they were clapping before, you know, when the more well-known songs come in Act 2.
Tell me about your involvement with Carole King and Beautiful.
Yeah, I started with Beautiful in 2015. I was on tour in the ensemble and I understudied Carole. I understudied two amazing women, Abby Mueller and Julia Nightel. And I moved back home to Chicago after a year and a half, and they called me and they asked if I wanted to take over the role. So here I am.
And how's it gone so far?
It's awesome. I love it every night.
You like life on the road?
It's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I miss home, but...
What's the toughest parts for you?
The travel. Yeah, on our days off is when we travel. Yeah, but it's amazing to see new cities and new crowds every week. It never gets old. Some people ask if it gets boring to do the show every day, and not with a new audience every week. So.
How's the Civic Center? What did you think of that place?
It's awesome. It's so live. I get a lot back from audience reaction. I can, you know, hear everything really great. I always love the houses where the audience audience goes up and they're all the way up in the rafters. It's awesome.
From your perspective on stage, is it a big house versus some of the maybe Chicago or New York theaters where it's a little more intimate?
It's comparable. Yeah, we have some more intimate houses, a couple, but typically most are about the Civic Center size. It just depends on what it feels like, how many people it feels like are there or not, and it feels really full in the Civic Center, like there's a really big, excited crowd there.
I mentioned you're carrying the show. You're belting out songs throughout this. How's the voice today?
It's good.
How do you maintain? Is it just staying in shape, or?
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, you gotta sweat. You gotta keep your body going. Humidifiers, water. You know, eating well. I had a couple of drinks after the show,
Sure.
but I still, you know, moderation.
Yep, moderation's always the key. Again, you're looking at footage there of Beautiful. It's the Carole King musical, which you can see at the Civic Center Music Hall. It runs through Sunday. You can find information and tickets at okcbroadway.com. You grew up, and for all I know, you're born in Chicago, right?
Yes.
I go up there all the time. Where do I need to go?
Oh my gosh.
What's your favorite place?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Parsons Chicken and Fish.
I've not been there.
What?
No.
Oh my gosh,
Tell
you
me
gotta
about
go there.
Parsons Chicken and Fish.
Oh, it's just one of my favorite places to go. It's fried chicken, and they have Negroni slushies.
Okay.
And there's a big outdoor area. And then they close it, and it gets small in the summer, in the winter. But it basically doubles in size in the summer. Oh gosh, what other places?
Chicken
and Fish. Parsons. Oh my gosh, where else?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am learning something in this interview here. This is awesome. What got you into the stage, theater business?
Oh, I started it in high school. I always loved to sing. I was always bugging my parents to watch me sing, and gosh, I wanted a lot of attention. Yeah, we had a great theater program in my high school, St. Ignatius in Chicago, and I went to Illinois Wesleyan University for school, and I pursued theater, and I just loved it, and I wanted to take the risk and do it full time.
Good for you. Similar to Carole King, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, she was very brave. She was 16 when she started taking the train into Manhattan and...
Ambitious.
Yes, going into the Brill Building and selling her songs.
Also getting married that young, ambitious.
Yes, getting pregnant, yes.
Also ambitious.
And still success. She didn't let anything stop her. It
is a positive story, at least the story that you guys tell on stage. It's a fun, uplifting, and of course the music is great. It's a fun story.
It is a fun story, yeah.
Any New York theater action for you, or are you do you stay mostly based in Chicago?
I stay mostly based in Chicago, but I'm definitely open to New York. I got to be on Broadway for 5 weeks with Beautiful,
Cool.
which, I mean, Beautiful has changed my life. They've really just given me a ton of opportunities. And so it was really fun to get off at 42nd Street, you know, and walk through Times Square to go to
Do you kind of
my
look around
job.
and say, how did I get here?
Yes, yes. I never thought I would get this far.
Well, congrats on that, but it just seems like that'd be such a surreal feeling.
It was crazy, and then it was just normal.
And then
Everyone
that's your
is
life,
just
right?
normal, and they go home to their homes at night and are regular people and have families, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I always kind of wonder about that when I see, like in my business, the media, the newscasters who do either early morning or night. It's like, what does their regular life look like? But I'm sure there is a regular routine in life.
Right.
Just like
They
theater.
put the kids to bed,
Yeah.
or make dinner. Oh, it's crazy.
Tell me about the hair of Carole King.
Yes.
The wigs and,
Yes.
and the shorter haircut as we went through the different
Stages.
Yeah, different stages. Yeah.
Yes, you should see. I mean, if you look at old pictures of Carole King, she had a lot of hair and fashion choices. Different. I mean.
But that one right there at the end.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hair. It seems like, is it heavy or?
It's so much hair. It's not. It's not heavy. We wear our mics in our wigs sometimes. The girls all do, at least. So if you are looking at the girls on stage, they all have mics underneath all their hair, and it's not heavy. It's just I wish I had that much hair.
It's some volume.
It's some volume. I feel like it's 3 or 4 people's worth of amounts of hair.
All right, last question for you. I know you got to get moving. We're talking with Sarah Bockel. She stars as Carole King in Beautiful, Carole King musical. There's a lot of pianos on stage.
Yes.
Do you play piano?
I play piano.
Because it looked like you're pretty close. I'm guessing the piano may have been off stage that was
Yes.
actually playing, but it looked like you could have fooled me. You were
Oh,
right there
good.
with.
That's my goal, is to fool you. It's really hard to mic a piano on stage, especially when we're touring and moving every week, for it to stay in tune.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
And it would be a very difficult thing to do. So I look like I'm playing, but I'm not. And if you check and look in the pit, our conductor is right there, Sue Draus. She's crazy amazing, and she's essentially the heart of the show because she's playing and cueing everything.
wow.
Yeah, so how we do it is there's 2 cameras on my hands. There's one above and one from the side. So we're essentially doing everything together. So when I put my hands,
That's amazing.
she can see my hands, and she cues. I cue her, and when I take my hands off, she takes her hands ooff.
Because there is a lot of interaction of you talking with another cast member and then back to the piano.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's the star of the show.
She's the star of the show, this lady right here, Sarah Bockel. You can catch her at the Civic Center Music Hall. Beautiful, runs through Sunday again, okcbroadway.com for more information and tickets. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy your stay here in Oklahoma City.
Thank you.